A joint or articulation is the place of contact between bones and cartilage, or between bones and teeth. Bones are classified in two different ways. They're classified functionally and structurally, which is we're going to demonstrate in this video for you.
The first type of joint is a fibrous joint. Fibrous joints have no joint cavity and occurs where bones are held together by dense, regular connective tissues. Three types of fibrous joints are gomphoces, sutures, and syndesmosis. An example of a gomphose is a tooth to jaw. Sutures are lambdoid sutures, like in your head, and syndesmosis is articulations between the radius and ulna, and between the tibia and fibula.
The second type of joint is
a cartilaginous joint.
A cartilaginous joint is wedged between the end of bones. It has no joint cavities. Two structural classifications of cartilaginous joint is symphysis and synchondrosis. Symphysis is fibrocartilage between bones, and synchondrosis is hyaline cartilage between bones. An example of synchondrosis is epiphyseal plate and groin bones. An example of symphysis is pubic symphysis, intervertebral disc articulations.
Okay.
Is a synovial joint. They are classified by the shapes of their articulating surfaces and the type of movements they allow. There are three categories. The first one is a uniaxial joint. If the bone moves in just one plane or an axis. The second type is a biaxial. If the bone moves in two planes or two axes. And the last one is multiaxial. If the bone moves in multiple planes or axes. There are three types of uniaxial joints. A plane joint, which is flattened or slightly curved spaces across one another. A hinge joint is a convex feature of one bone that fits a concave depression of another bone. And a pivot joint, which is a bone with the surrounded surface fits into the ring formed by a ligament in another bone.
Okay.
The second joint is biaxial. Condylar joint. Oval articular surface on one bone closely interfaces with a depressed oval surface on another bone. Saddle joint. Saddle-shaped articular surface on one bone closely interfaces with a saddle-shaped surface on another bone. The third joint is multiaxial. Ball and sock joint. Round head of one bone rests within cup-shaped depression in another bone.
Okay.
In synovial joints, there are spaces between the bones that are called synovial cavities. Synovial cavities contain synovial fluid, which lubricate the articular cartilage, nourish the chondrocytes of the cartilage, and act as a shock absorber. There are also some accessory structures that are associated with synovial joints, such as bursae and fat pads. Bursae are sac-like structures that contain synovial fluid and are found where bones, ligaments, skin, muscles, or tendons overlie each other and serve to alleviate friction. Fat pads serve as packing material and also help to protect the joint. Ligaments are bands of dense regular connective tissue that bind bone to bone and can be found both inside and outside the synovial cavities. They function to stabilize, strengthen, and reinforce most synovial joints.